Canon 70D 50 FPS video in 2020. I mean, that is 720 at 50 frames per second. Let's do some comparisons and have a look and see if you guys can tell the difference between the 1080 and the 720. Hola, I'm Christian, and today we are going to talk about the Canon 70D 720p, so the 50 frames per second. Now we're going to look and see if it's usable for YouTube in 2020. Now most of my videos are shot in HD. We're just going to do a short comparison of two images next to each other, one at 24 frames per second HD, so the 1080, and the other at 720 50 frames per second. Now, I'm not going to tell you which one they are until the end of each clip. They're going to just be two clips next to each other, and you guys can guess and see if you can tell the difference between the 1080 and the 720. And ultimately, you guys can decide if the 720 is usable in 2020.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin. I will keep on trying till you give me a sign. Give me a sign.
Okay, so short little test between the 1080 and the 720, the 24 to the 50 frames per second. Now, can you see the difference? Now, I think you'll probably be able to see the difference most in the low light. That's where I notice it the most. But actually, for everyday use, if you're going to light a scene properly, like a budget camera to start on YouTube, I mean, this does the trick. I mean, you can pick one of these up for about £250, like just a body, and you can get sort of your own lens if you don't want a kit lens. Now, for starting on YouTube, is 4K essential? No, definitely not. Most people watch YouTube on their phone or maybe a tablet, so they're not watching it in super high definition anyway. And although it doesn't have super buttery smooth slow-mo like 120 or 240, for a budget, this could work 100%. I haven't slowed anything down in this. I haven't, sped anything up. I've just left it exactly as it came out of the camera, except for a slight color correction, and that is it. So this should be color corrected to the same anyway. Now, other than that, it is literally just the 720 versus the 1080. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me in the comments if you can see the difference, or if you can't. And if you're a Canon 70D user, tell me why you still use it, because I mean, I love this camera. It's so versatile, so usable still, that it's great for photography, it's great for video. I'm not in a massive rush to change, and it does exactly everything that I need for YouTube and some other, adverts and stuff that I do for other people. I mean, it works. Let me know your thoughts. I've been Christian. Stay lucky, and I'll see you soon. Okay, little side note from after finishing the video is, when I say I haven't changed anything, I haven't even changed the lens. I've used one lens for this. I've used the Sigma 10-20 f3.5, so I haven't used like a super crisp lens or anything like that. I've just used a kind of budget-friendly, standard sort of wide-angle lens, so they are filmed completely the same, except for just adjusting the ISO and the shutter speed slightly, just to balance them out to where they should be for the frame rate.